Now let's learn the terms used for spherical mirrors. As we have learned the terms used in plane mirror, we will also learn the terms used for the spherical mirrors. So first term is center of curvature. All of you know that a spherical mirror is cut from a sphere and it also has a center. So it will also have the sphere which we have cut here also have the same center from the sphere. So the center of sphere is the center of the sphere from which it is cut. Okay. So the second one is radius of sphere. So the radius of the sphere, this radius from which this is cut is known as the radius of the curvature. So this also is known as the radius of curvature. This is also known as the radius of the curvature, and this is also known as radius of the curvature. So all the radius in this one is also known as the radius of the curvature. Now third point is the pole. If you have a mirror, any spherical, concave or convex, then you have a midpoint. That is the pole. So it is the center of the midpoint of the curvature. If you draw a line here, this is the center of it. So this is known as the pole. Now the next one is the principal axis. So now we have understood three things. We have a mirror and there is center of curvature, we represent it with the C. And there is a pole which we represent with the P. So the line which comes from the center of curvature and joins the P is known as principal axis. So this line here is principal axis. Now next is the normal. So as recall that video in which we remember the normal. Normal of this mirror is any radius of it. Any radius of it is known as normal. If you draw any line from the spherical mirror to the center of curvature, it is known as the normal in the pretext of spherical mirror. Now the next thing is the focus. So if you have again the mirror and you have the principal axis and you have center of curvature and you have pole here. So any line, and this is the principal axis, any ray which goes parallel to the principal axis comes toward like this, and again it goes parallel and it goes from it. So this point here where any parallel rays comes on one place, this point is known as the focus. The rays after reflection they meet at one place. This place is known as the focus. Next is the focal length. A mirror and center of curvature, focus, and we have pole. The focal length. The length between focus and pole is known as, this length between focus and pole is known as the focal length. And it is, the focal length is always half of the radius. If you say this is 5 meter from pole to center of curvature, this will be at 2.5 meters. So this is just half of this length from center of curvature to the pole. Okay, so these are the terms that are used in the spherical mirrors. Let's now understand one more thing, that are the laws of reflection in spherical mirrors. Laws of reflection in spherical mirror. So the first law is this is our center of curvature, this is focus, and this is pole. Any ray which is parallel will, after reflection, will go from focus. This is the first law. This is concave mirror, and if you draw in convex mirror, or you draw it like this, and here is center of focus, center of curvature, and this is pole. So any light ray which comes toward it will get reflected from it, and we say that it moves from the focus. So you have to remember, either it is concave or convex, you have to remember the ray which is parallel to the principal axis will go from focus. This is the first law. Second, law. Again, concave mirror. Inside painting, it is convex mirror. Focus, center of curvature, pole. Center of curvature, focus, pole. So any ray which is directed toward the focus will go, after reflection, it will be parallel. So any ray which is directed toward the focus will be parallel after reflection. This is the second law of the spherical mirrors of reflection. Third law is, if you have again convex mirror, so third law is, if any line which comes which comes toward the center of curvature, it comes back in the same path. It is also known as it retraces its path. So any line which is directed toward the center of curvature will be reflected toward the same line. So it is called that it retraces its path. So you have learned three things. Any ray which is parallel to the principal axis will go from focus. So any ray which is directed toward the focus will be parallel. So any ray which is directed toward the center of curvature will go from back from the center of curvature.